Hi, now let's talk about cryptography. In the previous session, we discussed network security controls and we talked about controls like firewalls, IPS, VPN, and network segmentation. But in this lesson, let's focus on cryptography. So, what's cryptography all about? It's about safeguarding sensitive information using coded algorithms, hashes, and signatures. And the primary goals of cryptography is confidentiality, where only authorized users can access information; integrity, meaning protecting information against manipulation; authentication, meaning we use cryptography to verify information's authenticity or user's identity; and non repudiation, stopping users from denying previous actions. And cryptography allows us to protect information even when it's been sent, even if the information has gets stolen um, without the right key. It will be very difficult to get access to the actual information. So let's look at encryption. Encryption is a technique that we use to scramble information into secret code to protect it from unauthorized access during when it's being transferred or when it's stored. And it's a process that we use to secure information, converting it into unreadable and scrambled form called ciphertext. And it's kind of like transferring a regular text into secret code that can only be understood by the whoever possesses the key to decrypt it. So it's called plain text before it's encrypted, and when it's encrypted, it's called ciphertext. And then with the right key, you can decrypt it back into plain text. So with symmetric encryption, which is one of the two major types of encryption, we use a single key for both encryption and decryption. And we have um, different common encryption standards like AES, DES, and triple DES. DES originally had lots of vulnerabilities, so AES and triple DES were kind of introduced to plug that gap. So with symmetric encryption, you have the same key used to encrypt, and that same key will be used to decrypt the data. It's asymmetric encryption. We use a key pair for encryption and decryption. We have a public key and a private key. Um, Usually, if you use the public key to encrypt information, the private key will be used to decrypt it. So that allows us to communicate without having to share the same key between all parties. RSA is one of the widely known encryption algorithms that are asymmetric, and yeah, this is used a lot when it comes to the internet and public networks. So when it comes to hashing, this is a one-way transformation technique, and you can't reverse a hashing algorithm. It's just one way, and the use for this is to verify data integrity and to ensure that data has not been tampered with. Um, for example, if you download a file and the hash value is published on the website, you can check that the file hash for the file you downloaded is the same with what has been uploaded. If even a single portion of the plain text is changed, the hash text is going to change completely. This is also used for storage of passwords as well, because you can compare the password that a particular user has input to the hashed value that has been stored, and then that can tell you whether the user has input the correct password. So hashing is always one way, and it always gives you the same exact result as long as you're using the same hashing algorithm. So digital signatures use asymmetric encryption to provide data integrity and authentication. It's kind of like just a unique code that's generated using the signer's private key and appended to a document or message. So only the person with the private key can digitally sign um, a particular document or whatever it is. and recipients can verify document authenticity and integrity using the sender's public key. So you use your private key to create the digital signature, and then others can use the public key to verify that that information is accurate and authentic. So the public key infrastructure is a very important concept. It's a framework that manages the creation, distribution, and revocation of digital certificates, and it's something that is used in the internet. You might have heard about SSL and TLS. When you're browsing and you see HTTPS, it means your connection is secured using TLS, and it helps us secure data transmission over the internet because it uses both symmetric and asymmetric encryption to establish connections between clients and servers. So just to conclude, we talked about encryption, hashing, digital signatures, the public key infrastructure, SSL and TLS. And these are essential tools that we use to protect sensitive data, um, ensure data integrity, and provide a secure foundation for online communication and transactions. Thank you for listening, and we'll meet in the next lesson.